This is The Scoop for Friday.
I'm Juanita Hurtado Huérfano with the WMNF News headlines. A federal judge blocked an executive order by Governor Ron DeSantis that declared the Council on American Islamic Relations, or CAIR, a terrorist organization. WMNF's Chris Young reports the ruling comes after civil rights groups filed a lawsuit last December.
The ruling from U.S. District Judge Mark Walker says the First Amendment, quote, bars the governor from continuing the troubling trend of using an executive office to make a political statement at the expense of others' constitutional rights. The Southern Poverty Law Center, along with the CARE Legal Defense Fund, filed the lawsuit. Arthur Ago, Director of Strategic Litigation and Advocacy at the Southern Poverty Law Center, says he's thrilled by the decision.
You cannot bully organizations that you disagree with politically and prevent other people from doing business with organizations and use the devastating power of the state to punish organizations that you have a fundamental disagreement with politically.
The state government has the option to appeal the injunction. WMNF reached out to Governor Ron DeSantis' office for comment, but did not hear back by our deadline. Meanwhile, 2 bills in the Florida legislature would allow state officials to designate nonprofits as domestic or foreign terrorist organizations. Ago says the SPLC has spoke out against those bills and plans to work with CARE to fight them. Chris Young, WMNF News.
Yesterday, the bill passed the Senate. Students for a Democratic Society at USF protested on Tuesday against the collaboration between ICE and the University of South Florida Police Department. WMNF's Sofia Caballero has more.
In February, USF Police signed the 287G agreement with the Department of Homeland Security that allows for campus police to assist ICE officers. SDS student organizer Victoria Hinckley argues that the USF administration is putting campus police and conservative interests above students.
USF admin siding with, the Trump administration, with the DeSantis administration, putting those conservative interests in front of their student body's interests, which is, overwhelmingly more progressive leaning and more in favor of protecting immigrant students and protecting international students.
International students on campus are concerned about this agreement. With ICE on campus, SDS believes that these students' education and safety are at risk.
Puts their education at risk if they're, scared to come to campus and scared to attend their classes because they think they could be detained by USFPD or ICE at any moment. So they're not getting an adequate education and they're paying to be at the university, And obviously it puts them at a specific danger. When they're detained, they could be brutalized, they could be held in detention for months on end, where we've seen, immigrants and, U.S. citizens too that are detained.
SDS is demanding that USF cut ties with ICE to keep its student body safe and make the university a sanctuary campus. For WMNF News, I'm Sofia Caballero in Tampa.
Environmental groups and the Miccosukee tribe have filed lawsuits arguing that state and federal officials ignore environmental concerns when opening the immigration detention facility known as Alligator Alcatraz. Now, the Tampa Bay Times reports that Florida made an environmental assessment months ago. The assessment concluded that, with possible exceptions of air quality, no significant adverse impacts were anticipated. The air quality concerns come from the 2,000 diesel-powered generators the facility uses. The report says the generators likely exceed legal limits and will require air quality testing. The assessment also found a minor to moderate impact to the Everglades endangered wildlife. In court filings, the plaintiffs refuted the assessment, arguing it does not meet standards and dismisses environmental concerns without citing qualified experts or data. The Tampa Bay area is under one of the worst water shortages in 50 years. Tampa Bay Water announced yesterday a Stage 3 extreme regional supply shortage. The alert comes due to rain deficits and slowed river flows. According to the Tampa Bay Times, a Stage 3 drought is triggered when the regional reservoir is at risk of falling below 3 billion gallons within 3 months. Tampa Bay Water urges residents to reduce their water use, which was 4% higher last month compared to February of 2025. Today, it will be warm and humid with highs reaching 90 degrees. Tonight, it will be partially cloudy with lows in the mid-60s and tomorrow it will be clear, nearing low 90s. I'm Juanita Hurtado Huérfano with the WMNF News headlines.
This is The Scoop, recorded at WMNF Tampa.